Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode 15. We have reached 15 episodes. This is insane. Incredible. Thank you all so much for being here.
What a journey.
And joining us on this journey. This is
15
Ravenloft
more.
Misfits. I'm Jonny. I'm the DM. And for a list of everybody else's names, socials, pronouns, go ahead and check out the chat and the episode description. We stream Ravenloft Misfits each Monday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, excluding the last Monday of each month, which this month we are very excited because we are most definitely going to be doing a Power Rangers one-shot, and it is going to be great. Zack is wanting to DM this.
Very stoked.
So
like my dream.
it's going to be a lot of fun. Check us out on the last Monday of February, which is going to be the 28th, the last day of February. Check us out then. It's going to be great. Make sure to follow us and subscribe to the channel if you wish. Participate in chat. And if you're watching the recording, please like, comment, share, and all of that stuff. We want to build a great community, which, speaking of community, come join our Discord. There is also a link in the chat and the episode description. So, yeah, and if you're listening to the podcast, please consider rating the channel, leaving us a good review on whatever podcast app you want. It's actually... Spotify just got a review, like, star ranking. So if you're on Spotify, go to the very top left, you'll see the thing. Give us 5 stars, because you know we fucking deserve it. I'm kidding. Give us whatever stars you want.
Give us
love the feedback.
An honest, positive rating.
6 stars, 1 for, or 5 stars, 1 for every player, you know.
Yeah.
6, 1 for the DM.
We also want to take some time to thank our sponsors for this campaign, which is Roll20. Roll20 is our primary sponsor. So if you're watching the stream, you're looking for a way to get together with friends online and play D&D or any other TTRPG like the Power Rangers, TTRPG that we're going to be playing here pretty soon, go ahead and check out Roll20 at roll20.net and check out the chat or episode description for a direct link.
And finally... same as every week, we'd like to thank Sirenscape for their awesome application filled with awesome sounds and epic music that is perfect for a Curse of Strahd campaign. If you're interested, there's going to be a link in the chat and the episode description of all of the different sounds and sound sets that we use for this campaign. Also, stick around until break because we're going to be giving away a free copy of Strixhaven to use on Roll20. So stick by until the break and we'll be doing that giveaway during that time. But anyways, with everything else out of the way, let's do a little recap of last session. A Cure for Age. So after a visit from Strahd, you learned that Ireena had undergone some sort of a ritual dealing with blood that seems to have finally come to fruition. Her blood is no longer drinkable by vampires, and furthermore, she suffers no ill effects from their bites. The party came to breakfast then after, or morning dinner, as we put it, and spoke with Rictavio, who seemed to be in a more tamed mood. He apologized for being so overwhelming at first and promised to do his best to keep that under control going forward. And after a quick conversation with him, he left bringing a large packaged wolf steak to his carnival wagon to be eaten, stating that it was his breakfast that he wanted to enjoy on his own. Not long after, Frederick, along with other guards, came into the tavern specifically looking for Grimm and Katya. You were then ushered out, where you answered their questions of what you were doing the day before, and with a lucky set of rolls, Danica confirmed that your false story of staying at the Blue Water Inn at the end of the day convinced the guards that you had not been at Miroslav, or the Burgomaster's brother-in-law, that mansion. So, after that encounter, you thanked Danica, who said that finding Bluto would be payment enough. So, you followed the northern road to Lake Zarovich, where you found Bluto, alone in the water, with a large sack next to him on the boat. After noticing you all here, Bluto picked the bag up and, after losing his balance, both fell into the water. Ireena and Katya making quick decisions. Ireena jumped into the water while Katya tried to row the way out. Ireena, rolling 3 natural 20s in a row, was able to quickly and successfully save what you then learned was a child inside of this bag. Bluto attempted to escape, but again, Ireena was there to stop him, and Katya was right there to bring everybody safely back to shore. And that's where we're picking up, as Katya and Ireena, saving the child, bring the boats back to shore. Rain begins to pick up a bit, but nothing you haven't already experienced. Let's go ahead and change the vibe. Okay. So, finally, the boats are docked on the shore, and Bluto follows Ireena off of the boat with no resistance whatsoever. And Katya, you are able to bring the bag onto the rocky ground safely. Opening it, you find a small Vistana girl inside. Around her neck, you see a piece of cloth that was meant to keep her gagged and not able to talk. Her hair is formed into a disheveled braid behind her head, and her bright and colorful clothes are soaked and dampened because of the water. She shivers, looking up towards you with glassy eyes. You see her pupils are completely white, and she doesn't look directly at you, seeming that she is most likely blind.
Okay.
But as she looks up to you, she says, "Oh, thank you, Katya." And she begins getting herself out of the bag, then looks in the direction of Bluto and says, "You fucking piece of shit. How dare you kidnap me and try to drown me? You should be ashamed of yourself." Spits. "I can smell the wine on your breath, you piece of shit. I hope you never get to drink again. I hope wine turns to water when it comes to your lips." And then, like a snap of a finger, she brushes it all off, and a huge smile on her face, looks to everybody and says, "Well, thank you all for saving me. My name is Arabelle. It is nice to finally meet each of you."
Wow.
Are you okay?
I am okay now that you saved me. She kind of like wipes off some of the water, which her clothes again are soaked, so it's still just dripping all around her.
Was she not tied up or anything? She just had a gag?
Yeah, she just had a gag. She
was in
wasn't
a
tied
sack.
up or anything like that. Yeah, she was just tied up inside of the bag,
Man,
which
amateur
Katya was
hour.
able to untie.
He was drunk, let's be real.
It seems like Bluto just wasn't fucking ready to like kidnap somebody. It was just like he threw a girl in a bag and was like, "That's good enough."
I'm going to take my coat off, which is I guess wet now too. But I'm gonna.
Oh, I was gonna take.
Before you
give it
say
to-
anything and you start bringing the coat over, she looks kind of towards you, but a little bit off. And she says, "Oh, thank you," and puts her hand out.
I'm gonna give her my scarf and my coat. Just both.
"Thank you." And she puts it on.
How do you know my name? Have we met before?
She looks up to you. "Don't know. Have we?" Flaring her eyebrows. "Yes, you."
No, I'm like looking at like, are you guys seeing this shit? Like,
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were like looking back like me, or
No, I was
gotcha.
like- I'm like,
You're like,
look
"Are
back-
you guys seeing this shit?" Got it. Okay,
I look
okay.
back to the party like, are you guys seeing this shit?
I like her.
I don't.
I like you too.
I don't believe we've met before.
No, Okay, if I'm telling you everything honestly, I kind of have visions when I dream, and I actually saw each of you coming here today. I just didn't know when or why. Why did you come here?
Did you know you were gonna get kidnapped then?
No, I didn't know that. No, I see. You see, sometimes I see things, and sometimes it's a little misty. I can't see through everything, you know. But I did see you.
We were looking for him.
Oh, that guy? Fuck you. I don't care about Bluto.
Yes.
He's a drunk. He's a piece of shit.
Why,
Agreed.
do you know why he kidnapped you?
I don't know. Why did you kidnap me? And he just like
Why did you kidnap her?
straight face.
Yes, why did you kidnap her?
He is just terrified.
I angle my blade at his throat. Why?
Go ahead and do an intimidation check,
Okay.
and go ahead and use strength because I know that barbarians don't tend to have good charisma, and that's definitely a fucking flex for sure.
Okay, I do have a +5 on it, but
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Fucking use that then.
am I intimidating enough? I got a 22.
God damn. Okay,
hope so.
He just
Damn.
I wasn't catching any fish, and I thought that I heard that the people say that Vistani are lucky, so I thought I would throw her into the lake.
You thought human sacrifice would bring you some fish.
She is a child.
Boy, you don't.
I'm gonna walk up to him and stab him in the thigh with my dagger.
Oh fuck! Okay, and he's just
You deserve worse.
He starts crying.
Did you ever think that maybe if you just asked her to go fishing with you, that would be good enough?
What do you think I've been doing? She
No,
was in
I'm-
the bag the whole time and I didn't catch anything.
Well, maybe if you.
don't.
I want to like insight check the shit like that he's saying. Like, is he like?
No, he's
was there
drunk.
like some other like? Does he actually believe
Sure.
that he did?
Go ahead and do an
he-
insight check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Huzzah!
check his pockets.
25.
25. God damn, what's up with these high rolls? All right.
It's okay. We'll not
Nice.
roll high
Very
later.
good D&D.
You
I
You come up to him and you kinda
I'm coming up slowly, and I like coming to inspect and go on. Yeah, I was gonna add something
you
else,
sold-
and I'm not.
Sure. So you slowly come up, looking at him, and you kind of see through him, almost. Like you're seeing into his mind a little bit. Because behind his eyes, you can see one, terror, of course, and that's like the first thing you see. But on the inside, you see confidence, like as if he really believed that, and possibly still believes, that the Vistani are these lucky people that if he were to sacrifice this child, it might be lucky for him then.
I go to ask a question, and like the rest of the water pours out of my body.
I just imagine it going onto him and he...
Oh God, I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize for that.
Who told you that
She spits again.
this child would give you luck if you who told you this information? What makes you think this?
Yeah, everyone says that the Vistani are lucky people.
And who specifically
know.
said that sacrificing a child or a Vistani in this lake? Did somebody tell you that?
No.
Okay, so what makes you think that's gonna work that
I
way?
don't know.
While they're talking, I want to rummage his pockets. I'm gonna look
Okay,
through
yeah.
his belongings.
And you don't find much. You find 3 copper and you find
Score.
a little bit of a fish bait, and that's about it.
I'll take the gold. I'll take the copper, and then I'll take out my dagger.
As you take the copper, he kind of reactively puts his hand up as if like, hey, that's mine, but then he completely stops himself from saying anything because as he lurches forward, He puts his neck on the pointy end of Blaire's halberd, and he just stops. You see a little bit of blood trickling down now.
I will reach out and grab Johan's wrists to stop this thievery.
Okay.
It's like, stop. This is not yours.
I stabbed him in the leg. That's what you're worried about?
Don't worry. I'm doing one thing at a time.
This is my payment not to murder him right here, right now.
I'm not gonna let you murder him right here, right now.
And Arabelle comes in. Might I add, we can bring Bluto to my camp. Or just outside the Valakai. I know where the trail is, and I can show you how to get there. I'm sure my dad would love to deal with this fucking asshole.
Yes.
And spits again on him.
That sounds like a very good idea, actually. Let her people handle this so that they can have justice. This is not our justice to enact.
And then I'm gonna hand the copper into my pocket.
I
would just
will grab
Arabelle
it
will come up
out
to,
of your
to
mage
Grim and be
hand.
like, just let him have it. This guy doesn't deserve that 3 copper. And then she winks at Johans.
I will reach for the copper out of the mage hand.
Okay. Go ahead and do a grapple between the two. A athletics check for Grim, and then a acrobatics or athletics check from Johans.
If I see him grab for it, I'm just gonna misty step away from him then.
Okay. If you want to misty step
I thought
away.
you have it in the mage hand. You have it in the.
Well, I said I was gonna do that.
That's true.
I don't know the timing for what you were gonna do.
I would say that you put it in the mage hand and you were going for so that it would turn into his. So then it would be an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Versus athletics.
For me or him?
Oh,
which one's
which?
Yours would be athletics because you're trying to grab.
Yeah.
Mine's acrobatics then.
Yours is acrobatics, but I mean you.
Fucking
god, are you kidding me?
I can
you can
re-roll
reroll ones. Yeah, that's true.
Natural
and then it's a natural 20, of course. So, Grim, you almost grab it, but as you do, the mage hand disappears, and then Johan's hands reach out, grab it, and then pull it away, putting it in his pocket.
I am not going to have a conversation. We're going to have a conversation about this later. But last time I checked, the last time we met a child murderer, it was you who fired the gun first. And I'm just gonna turn around if he doesn't say anything else and start walking towards the girl.
I'll help
Fair enough.
Bluto up, and I will give him a little healing light to magically heal his leg wound.
Okay. Just gets up and he is shaking.
Is he tied up or is he just as is at the moment?
No, he's not tied up at all.
Oh.
Should we?
I think we should take him to.
I feel like he's terrified enough.
Oh yes. Well,
turn him over to the Vistani.
Not them. Oh.
Yes.
They'll kill me.
No, I
They'll
think.
me to their horses.
Well, that's too bad for you. You were going to sacrifice an innocent child.
How did you even kidnap her?
This man's an idiot, but I don't think he deserves death. We're taking him back to the city.
I do admit, he's just drunk and stupid.
Yes.
Arabelle says, so, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but I can't go inside Valakai. Most people are not as nice as this fucking piece of shit. So,
You think that twisted city is going to do anything and there's going to be any justice? That city is backwards.
Do you see this man and how pathetic this guy's life already is?
He's drunk, he's stupid, we just stole the last of his coin.
The city is obviously not a place that's going to be great either.
Yes, I'm pathetic. Yes, please.
Oh, shut
up.
You
shut up.
Ignorance should dismiss someone from murder.
I didn't kill her.
Of a child.
I fell into the water. I wasn't. Shit.
What?
Nothing. Nothing.
What were you gonna
just
say?
I was just gonna. I was just saying that I fell into the water, but then I remembered that I already told you that I was going to do everything, so I couldn't really lie.
No, you can't. How did you get a hold of her? That's my question.
Yeah, so I was about to ask that as well. I say that more directly to the girls. Like, where were you?
So he was about to answer, and then she's like, well, me and Alexi were out, and we were just playing in the forest, and then he just was hiding behind a tree or something. Alexi didn't see him, and yeah, all I heard was a really hard hit. Did you hit Alexi? And he... No? I told him to go back to the camp.
Are you lying to us?
No.
Are
I would
you
like to insight
sure
check
about
this.
that?
Oh,
Piece of shit.
you don't have to inside check.
Yeah.
You don't have to inside check. You know he's fucking lying.
I would like to grab this lying sack of shit by the back of his
Sure.
his shirt.
He just...
I think that we send him to the Vistani. We take him there. And Arabelle, was it?
Arabelle, yeah.
And Arabelle's father can have the say of this
Luvash.
man's destiny. Lavash.
Yeah, he's the camp leader, along with my uncle, Aragal. They're both very handsome, and she kind of winks at you, Ireena. And then at Katya. Gives the eyebrows again.
It was
And then
Lavash,
she's
and
like,
what was the other?
and they'll definitely give you a reward if you bring him back. And, looking to Johans, they have books.
Ireena just smiles at her. When she winks at her, she smiles back at her.
Katya looks very uncomfortable.
Johans is just staring deadpan across the water.
Mm-hmm.
Did you kill Alexi? I asked him directly.
No, I didn't. Well, no.
Are you sure? Are you positive?
No,
Where is he?
I don't know. I left him there.
Left him where?
In the forest near the camp.
Show us.
Okay.
I kind of shove him.
I don't know
Sure.
who's carrying him, but I got knife to his back to make him lead.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and just do an intimidation check with advantage because y'all are. Yeah.
I have a cat on my keyboard,
Fucking-
so this is very difficult.
Lol. 24.
Where is
Yeah, 24 is great. So, you all begin making your way over towards the trail because Arabelle says, "Oh, I can show you the way over there. There's a nice trail right over here." And she starts walking over there. As you all collect yourselves for a journey towards the camp, you hear Arabelle gasp loudly. Wait, I see it. There. And she points over. Across the lake, you see this giant elk. As soon as you see it, it turns back and it walks back into the forest. It's at least 1,000 feet away. This lake is huge. And as you see it, it turns back into the forest and she says, "That was the Mad Mage. My dad told me about him."
The what?
He says that the Mad Mage, he said that he was a really powerful wizard and he fought against Strahd and, well, he lost, but nobody ever found him and rumor has it, that's him.
Was he turned into some kind of... It was an elk, correct?
I don't know. Yeah, it was an elk. I don't know. I think he
Oh.
just prefers being an elk.
I look down at Johans. Can you do that?
Not yet. Maybe one day. However, can we focus on the child murderer? I'd prefer to get rid of him as soon as possible and rid this land of his filth.
Yes, Me too. But let's get going. Here, I'll show you. And so you make your way over towards the trail where you begin your journey towards the tent or the
Wait, I thought we
the
were
Vistani
looking for where
looking for
he left the
Alexi.
boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Alexi, right. They're
Yeah.
going
It was
towards
outside of the camp.
They're
Okay.
going towards the trail back to the camp.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he had done that near the camp where they were playing.
Okay, as long as we do that before we get into the camp.
How far is this camp?
It's I don't remember. Yeah, probably around 30 minutes ish. 40. It's a little. You go around Valakai, so it's a little longer, but I think it's around then. Okay, let's get going. So, begin making your way over, and let's see. Looking through my notes.
I'll take the back, very back
Go.
behind Bruno. Bluto.
Bluto. Like Pluto,
I'll-
but with a B.
Right. There's a lot of. Anyway, I'll hang back and walk behind him. Make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
Jones is walking behind as well. He's ready to just blast this guy to smithereens the first.
Of course.
And I'm gonna obviously send Luna to keep an eye about this.
Okay.
If there's any problems, let me know.
Go ahead and do a perception check for Luna.
17.
17. Nice. All right.
I would like
So-
to interpose myself between Johans and Bluto.
Oh wait,
Okay.
I
Sounds
was right behind
Well,
him
Blaire-
with my halberd to his back.
Blair's behind
But
with the
you can-
halberd, but Grim is trying to keep the middleman between Johans and this
Okay.
Bluto.
I'm just gonna hang way back. I'm real flustered. Everybody started arguing about all sorts of ways to kill this guy. I'm just gonna hang way back
Yeah.
and let them sort it all out.
I'm gonna be nearby Arabella, so I'm gonna be staying by her side. She's like more concerned. She's like, this guy's a piece of shit, but that's covered. I'm gonna stay by the kid, like make sure the kid's okay.
Ismark is going to walk near you, Katya, kind of staying out of it
I
himself
forgot
as well.
Ismark was here.
He seems that he is still. It seems like he is still a little bit dour, but nevertheless, he's standing or walking near you.
Yeah, we can hang out. That's cool.
So, you follow Arabella's rough directions through the forest, and you find the trail that she spoke of. It leads around the perimeter of Valakai until coming all the way around where you find the Old Sphalic Road coming into view. Let's move into that. So, as the road comes into view, you see to the left an outline of Valakai's western gates, and in their positions you see guards looking out into the forest and the mist that surrounds the town, but they don't seem to notice you yet. And across the main road, you see a continuing trail just ahead. How would you all like to proceed?
Well, the Arabella is still guiding us to the place yet.
You see that there is another trail across from the road. So like you're at an intersection basically. Like your hiking trail is going across the main road and it continues on into the more southern forest on the outskirts of Valakai, which seems to be the road to this Vistani tent. And to the left of the main road you see the western gates of Valakai. About like 100 200 feet away.
Yeah, I would say like go as fast to where Alexi would be.
Okay.
Because like if he knocked that kid out and left him there, like that's a problem.
Okay. So, you all begin to cross the main road. Second. One moment. Nope, not that one.
This game is brought to you by Roll20.
Yeah, right.
You can have all of your online TTRPG needs covered by that amazing platform, which we use all the time.
As you all begin to cross the main road, Bluto looks over to the left and sees the gate. Looks around. Help! And he starts yelling at the top of his lungs towards the gate. And you see the guards holding their spears, looking over towards the main road. And they see each and every one of you crossing.
Grab him.
This
How would you
ought to
like
be
to-
easy to explain.
Someone shut this man up.
Grab him and run. Just grab him and go.
You grab him and go.
Sure.
Maybe we should
I mean, she would look
suggest that
around and
everything's
say-
fine.
Should
Okay.
we just explain the
I
situation?
agree. I think we just explain.
Would it not
Why
be
would that?
easier than causing a commotion?
Okay.
I'm gonna sapping sting him.
They don't like the Vistani
Okay.
though, so like they're not gonna care.
I'm gonna kick Johans in the butt. Like
They're not
literally.
gonna-
This session's
So-
starting off great.
As
Wait,
you
how are you gonna
all,
kick me in the butt? You're in front of me.
I will
as
turn
you all
around and I will
spin
kick
kick.
you.
As you all begin to come out into the road, you see the guards moving towards, your group. And as they begin, kind of closing in, Arabelle is extremely scared. She's like looking around and kind of looking up at Ireena.
I had her
I
behind
don't-
me.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
So,
I want to get a good hold on Bluto.
okay.
Either like by the arm so he can't like run or anything.
You see a set of 6 guards coming towards you. 2 of them looking more elite than the others. And as they come near, they say, "What is the meaning of this?"
He's
Is
just
it Bluto?
drunk and yelling things.
He says, "No, they kidnapped me. They're bringing me to the Vistani camp. They're gonna."
I walk forward and I'm saying, we did not kidnap him. This man kidnapped a child, and we're trying to figure out if another child is hurt.
What
We're
is the
just
child?
investigating. Was that?
What is the child?
And he's very drunk.
Very drunk.
He
Yeah,
tried.
not
He tried to
surprising.
drown a kid in the lake here,
Where is the child?
just behind us.
We're taking the child back to their home. She's still like, she has her hand like,
Where is her home?
A Vistani camp.
Are you?
She doesn't live here.
Interesting.
What? Do you want her to just come back into the town? I didn't think you guys would want that, so we're taking her
Oh
back.
God, no.
Exactly. So there shouldn't be an issue now, should it? Do you want to take her back to the camp?
Give us Bluto. You
Why?
can't take him there.
no.
No.
We're not taking him there. He's taking us to the other kid that he knocked out.
I'm gonna take a step forward. I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper from my pocket. I'm gonna say, "We are here on official business from the Burgomaster of the village of Barovia. You can
Say
either
Burgomaster?
deal Burgomaster. You can either interfere with our work and bring out a lot of political problems and red tape, or you can just let us go on our way."
He pulls it, takes the paper, looks at it. Go ahead and roll. Either Grim or Johans roll a persuasion check.
That probably should be me.
With advantage because you both had that argument.
12 and
Plus
16.
fucking 8. Okay.
And then I will add a past life knowledge in there as well,
Okay.
just to sweeten it a little bit more.
Sure.
17.
17. Okay. Looks over the paper. Burgomaster from the village of Barovia has no power here, but fine.
I'll make sure Bluto comes back safely. Don't worry about that.
He doesn't speak for all of us.
I don't care what you say, Johans. I'm not letting you do anything
talk
to this
about this
I
man.
later.
think we're
Johans.
done here.
You are not the boss of me, but
I
we are
think we're
done.
done
Listen,
here.
We'll walk.
I don't want to
I'll
listen
start
to your
walking.
squabble between the two of
I'm
you.
walking.
I understand that you're bringing this child back to the Vistani camp, but that man is a citizen of Valakai.
We need him to
If
find
he
this
has
other
done
kid.
something,
Blaire, he's explaining that he just wants him back. He's gonna let us go, I think. Is that correct? As long as we bring him back. Is that correct?
Where are you all staying? I will assure that Bluto is brought back. Otherwise,
We're staying in the inn.
good. I will check in again. If you do not come back to this gate, I will make sure that there is a follow-up, that Bluto is back. Be sure that you don't do anything with him.
I bow my head. And
Fuck you, Bluto. And then he just turns around and he starts walking. and then Bluto just stands there like,
Yeah, fuck you.
As soon as the guards are gone, like gone, Ireena looks to Bluto and, oh, we will bring you back. And none of us are going to lay a finger on you. But there will be justice for what was done here. I will be sure of it.
She doesn't speak for me. But we should walk.
Ismark and I are just in the back, like twiddling our thumbs, just like.
I didn't, and Ismark is just like,
Waiting.
I didn't think that paper would work, but it seems like it did.
Well,
Okay.
Good job with the writing. It's very official.
Of course, you are
Thanks,
the
I
burgomaster of Barovia.
I didn't know what I was doing. What did I-
You know what you're doing. You need to believe in yourself as much as we do.
Yeah. So, after this, you all begin to make your way across the main road into the forest.
Before we get too far, I want to fucking like do like a little backhand smack to Bluto. It's like, don't fucking do that shit again. I'm trying to fucking help you, you piece of shit.
He just takes it and he's silent. So, walking around into the next trail that goes into the forest, you continue on. The leaves rustling in the wind, and you continue down this mostly misty road. Crows and ravens fly overhead while a light rain falls from above. You travel down this road for 10 minutes until you suddenly hear, "Your tricks won't work this time." Then you begin to hear howls and large footsteps rushing towards your position as a half a dozen wolves jump out from behind shrubbery on the side of the trail, just as you see the same werewolf that you had seen before standing before you, and this time, another one right behind. So, as they make themselves appear in front of you and behind, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Don't they know we're busy?
Yeah, I didn't see this coming.
Oh, oops. Sorry. It is a.
I knew it's
Johnny's
coming to
got
bite us a
scores,
little
though.
bit later.
I'll re-roll, but it's a 14. I rolled
wanna-
a 14 anyway. It's fine.
Consistent.
Just
There
you
we go.
know that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
I am so sorry, Katya.
That's all right.
Okay, go ahead and
No.
place your guys' selves anywhere you would like.
Well, the walking order was Ireena and the child first, right? Ismark.
You guys
Yeah.
are going
Katya.
down.
Oh, we're going down.
So yeah,
Okay,
this
so I would
this
be
way
on
is
this side.
the bottom left is the front.
Ah!
So I guess I go
No.
about there, so Grim can go between me and Bluto.
And these
right?
are werewolves, right?
Correct.
Not. Okay. Do they look like the token?
God,
Oh, okay.
Bluto looks fucking ugly as shit.
Yeah.
That he does.
Wow.
I also
goodness.
I
Just
also
like we
made
have that.
werewolves
Oh, is that
bigger
Bluto?
than they should be. Yeah.
I was gonna say
Mark
I'm
is
very
with
scared.
you. All right.
Ireena, you would be in front, wouldn't you?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He'd be a little
I'd
bit
be-
closer.
well,
He'd be
Oh,
right
I'd
there.
be like.
Luna,
Okay.
Luna has been circling us, so I'll put her on the board as well.
Oh, sure.
I'm just
Whoops.
gonna put her, like, there, I guess.
Let me just double check.
Just since she's been cycling us, so just
that
say
for a
that's where she's
second.
been.
And then let's go to... Oh, shoot.
I can't make her bigger, so she's just in the little corner of her square.
Yeah.
That works.
You were able to listen to Luna as Luna had seen these wolves on the side of the road, and just before they came out, you were able to alert everybody, so you guys weren't surprised.
I'll just say, there's danger. That's it.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay. So let's roll some initiative for them.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay. I'm not. I saw the turn order with me on top. I was like, no way am I going first. But no,
Well, shit.
everybody else is going first. Just so Katya. Good.
They could roll
Getting-
worse than me. It's possible.
You roll. They had to roll a natural 1 and then have less initiative.
Yeah, so it
than
really
you.
depends on what their initiative modifier is. Anything could happen.
We will see.
That's true. Anything
A
can happen in
9.
the Bronx.
A
Nothing's impossible.
16 and a 4 for their initiative. Woof.
Nice.
We get Ismark
Ah,
up in this
man.
bitch too.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Oh, and the kid and the
Yeah.
dude as well.
Yeah.
Is their dex more than a +5?
What the fuck happened there?
That's right, werewolf. Get down there.
Okay, so nice.
That's good.
Think we got everybody? Okay. So with that in mind,
Well, everyone got 18s. Look at that.
I
so many 18s.
cannot fix the battle map, so I'm just gonna do that. I
Oh,
don't-
wait, I gotta zoom it
I don't know
out.
why it switched to the wrong window.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Here. I can try. Do you need me to add more space on the side?
No, you're fine.
Okay. All right. Well, with that,
I just have to use the different window is all.
Gotcha. So, it is going to start off with Blaire.
All right, first step, I'm leaning over Bluto, and I have my arm in his arm, and I'm squeezing it very hard.
Yeah.
And I'm just be like, if you do or say anything, you are fucking dead. So shut up, stay still. And then I am going to hold my halberd with the other hand and just kind of ready myself for the nearest wolf to attack, but I want to see
Sure.
what Grim does first.
Okay. Do an intimidation check,
Okay.
and I'm gonna.
Jesus.
That's what
Hell
I'm here
yeah.
for.
So scary.
She's
And
scary.
Ziggy was asking if
Scrappy.
Zack
Okay.
still had a reroll, and then he also gave me a reroll earlier in the beginning of the sesh, just so that's known.
I do not believe that Zack
think I
has
used a reroll.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Pretty
I think
sure
you
I
used it.
used it.
Okay, so with Blaire aside, everybody got an 18, so we're gonna go. We'll just go in this order. Arabelle is going to go. She is going to. She is going to run over next to Grim and Johans. And she is going to help Grim. Yeah. She's gonna help you, and she's gonna. Okay, let's do this. I got you. And she is going to. She'll cunning action also use hide. So she'll kind of like hide behind you as well. Try and see if nobody can find her. Ismark is going to turn around, and he's gonna just bring out his longsword and just start fucking cutting into this werewolf behind. One-handed. Ooh, not very good for those. Okay. But AC is extremely low. So a 12 hits and a 24 hits, but a
That's
natural
good.
one does not. Okay, one sec. 'Cause- Yeah, where is it?
Are we vibe changing?
There it is. Okay. So it is half as much as he would think. 8 plus 6. What is that? 14, 7. Cool. Okay. Bluto is going to stay fucking put because he has nowhere safe to go. He's gonna dodge. He's gonna try and
I
dodge
was gonna
out of the
tell
way.
him to dodge.
All right,
best he
Grim,
can.
you are up.
I am going to Shit. Reposition myself to be here.
Okay.
And then I am going to Guiding Bolt with my 2nd level Warlock spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it to probably the wolf here.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Guiding Bolt
hits.
level 2. 21 to
21
hit.
definitely hits.
That was pathetic damage.
Oh, lame
That was
damage.
literally the worst. Ones all across the board. What
Ouch.
a waste.
God damn. That sucks.
But this now anybody that attacks this wolf has advantage, so there's that at least. At least you have
So
that. I'll put
lame.
white, or I mean yellow, because of your guiding bolt. Is that the end of your turn?
And then
Oh, you also have advantage because I helped you out with
Oh.
Arabelle.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess I could maybe get natural 20.
Might be able to.
Let's go ahead and just do
Might as well try.
another Guiding Bolt button. Level 2. Natural 20!
Oh my God, you got
There
a
you
fucking
are.
natural 20. What the fuck?
Nice.
Okay, let me just look at
Motherfucker.
that second damage because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm gonna take that second set of damage, the 5 and the 14.
Sure.
Fuck, dude. I mean, it's the same shit regardless. Wow. Okay, so that's another
way better.
19 damage on top of that. Holy
Love to see it.
shit.
Okay, I feel a little bit better about that.
Helped. Holy crap. So as you're going up to the wolf and throwing it, Arabelle throws a rock at the wolf and it reels back enough to where it's not able to dodge out of the way, and you hit it exactly square into the head, and it blasts back. It's now glowing from that entrance cavity in the fucking neck of this thing. It is hurt.
Nice.
Okay, that's the end of your turn?
Yeah, so that was what? 19, 20, 27 damage total radiant?
Yeah, a lot.
Good
Okay,
hit.
Direwolf's turn. So this one is going to go to Ireena, this one is going to go to you, Grim, and this one is going to go to Katya. We're going to go, we get, actually, let's see, get pack tactics. This one's going to go over here. Yeah, it's going to go there. So then the one against Grim gets pack tactics of a bite, so advantage. 19 for 15 piercing damage.
Quick
I
question.
need you to do a strength
Okay.
saving throw, and yes.
This is to me?
This one right here.
Yeah. Which one?
That would technically be in range of me, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Because
am
I
prone.
remembered a thing. My Polar Master, I believe it was, I get an opportunity attack when they enter my reach of my weapon.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and hit him with your opportunity attack then.
And that would just be a normal halberd attack, right?
Yeah. I think. Yeah, actually, you're right. I think so.
Also, if I
I
was
don't know
holding...
if, is it like the butt of it though?
No, this is just. I think
It's just a
this is a
regular-
normal
It's just an
attack for-
opportunity
yeah.
attack is what it says. I
Fuck
can
it,
put
do
it in chat if
Sounds
you want.
good.
I was also holding my action for the first wolf that came in
Oh yeah.
up to
It's
me.
true.
Oh shit, you're right. You get an opportunity attack, and then you're holding your action as a reaction though, so this would just be a regular turn then. So, but that definitely hits, dealing that 14 damage,
And also, you have extra attack now too, so you get attack.
and you have
twice.
extra attack, so you can. So, when you hold your action, you're using it as
got
a
it.
reaction.
You're right,
And then
you're right.
Opportunity attack is a reaction.
I still get to
so
hit it, so that's fine.
You get to hit it twice because I would say that you probably want to hit twice rather than once.
Yes.
So
yes, I
you're
would.
using your reaction for your regular turn rather than anything else. So go ahead and do your second attack. Nice, another fucking hit. Actually, no, that's
Hell
the
yeah.
end. That's the end, the butt of it. You
Yeah,
get
it's
an
the butt.
extra attack. You
Oh,
get
like a
whole
full
other
extra attack.
Yeah, because
Oh,
you're
shit.
level 5 now.
Do I
I'll
get
take
an
that
extra
21.
attack plus the butt attack, or
Because that'll be a bonus action.
so I get 3 attacks?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, crap. Sorry, I'm just gonna hit the halberd again.
You're
if
good.
That works.
All right. All fucking 3 of those hit. 21, 21, 22, dealing 14, 8, and 13 damage.
35 damage.
My fucking god.
And I'm not even
dude.
raging today. Not yet.
Jeez, bro. This thing is looking rough, dude. All right. Okay, Ireena, you are getting a bite on your end.
And I am prone.
Just to double check, the wolf has advantage on an attack roll
You're
or creature
prone?
if at least one other wolf is within 5 feet of the creature and an okay, never mind. Okay, so that's a 9, doesn't hit. Cool. All right, and finally,
Whoops.
ooh, actually, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna hit Ismark instead, because you get pack tactics. 16 hits, I believe. Ooh, it doesn't. He has a 17. So he parries the bite from the wolf, and he doesn't take any damage.
Nice.
Grim, you are prone.
Yep.
Since you failed that strength save.
I am.
Ireena, you are up.
Question: when Grim's radiant hit the wolf, did the wolf seem more affected by it, or did it seem like it was normal?
It seems like you would get advantage if you try to attack it.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, I was meaning like when, because it did radiant
Oh,
damage
more
to it.
affected? No.
Did that radiant damage seem?
No.
Did it seem to bother it, or did it seem like whatever? It was
Seemed like
norm-
regular damage.
Okay. She's going to slice her finger along her blade, lighting it
Nice.
on fire. Using my bonus action for my crimson right of the flame, and the one in front of me, I'm going to attack.
Okay, go ahead and do the Crimson Right damage first.
1d4, 4, 1.
Nice.
And then damage to me.
No,
1.
that's your damage that you took.
Oh, that's the
That's what
damage
I'm
you take.
counting
Oh,
first.
okay,
So
got
now you have to attack, see if you hit.
Got you. Oh, yeah.
So you only took 1 damage.
Got
Lucky.
you. That's right.
Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit.
I think I have a reroll.
Okay. Do you?
From Ziggy, I have not used a reroll.
This one? I think I've been up to date on him, but
Okay.
I might not be.
If you show that I don't have it, then maybe I don't have it. But
Don't think so.
Okay.
We
That
can,
is fine.
We can check, but
It's okay. It'll take too much time. That's fine. Question though, I can attack again because I'm a dual wielder.
But oh wait, you get extra attack,
And I
right?
get an extra attack as well.
Yeah, no, you have extra attack at 5th level as well.
Yeah.
But you use your bonus action for your Crimson Right, so you didn't really get to attack anyways. But with your extra attack, you do get to attack. So yes,
Yeah. So I attack
Let's see it.
again.
24 does hit. All right, so
Nice.
you miss the first one, it dodges out of the way, and then you slide next to it, carving into the torso. The flames are just ripping into this thing. It's sizzling from the sword, just cutting into it, and you see insides just falling down to the ground, and it falls down. It is dead.
Nice.
All right, that is your turn. Do you want to move?
Yes. I would like to. How's the one looking next to Grim?
The one next to Grim is looking pretty beat up.
Okay. I'm gonna actually stay right here. It's pretty good.
Okay, Johans.
Here comes the caller.
I should be able to. That's stupid. Okay. I should be able to hit both of those, but it's fine. I am going to just press into my breath, and I'm going to say, today was not the day to cross me. And I'm going to cast Luna's Breath, Icy Breath.
Okay. All right.
She's going to do it on her own, so she's going to just spin around and begin to glow.
Okay.
I'm gonna have her move. So according to the measurements, these two are 15 feet away, but I can't actually technically position myself in a way that hits both of them.
It's a 15-foot cone.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go, I guess, there and hit both of those in the back with
Okay.
Luna. Should be
At the right, yeah, that is the right size. Okay.
should be about
Okay. Sounds good.
looks
Yeah.
That looks so cool.
25. So
Absolutely.
she's going to fly. She's going to do a flyby dragon
You would
style
have
and
to
just,
do. One sec. Just to move it. Oop, not that.
Like, it's just it snaps to grid, so I can't position it correctly.
You get it? Unfortunately, the werewolf still is a little bit too far out of it. That's not enough to where he would be affected.
But
Unfortunately.
his
However,
thing is in the middle of the thing.
Something that you can do is Luna uses the reaction to use that. So you can wait until a wolf gets into that position, and you can use it then if you would like.
Technically, her turn goes immediately after mine, so if I don't use the attack right now.
Well, a reaction happens anytime during the round.
Well, yeah, but I'm attacking with her or using the breath thing, so it doesn't matter the reaction.
But it happens on her reaction, so you can set the reaction.
Right. But the reaction is to trigger the spell. I already triggered it. It stays on for a minute because I have concentration.
You trigger the spell, but on her reaction, she can then use it. Meaning, you've already used the spell, and then for her turn, all the way until she goes again, she has that time to set a trigger, in which case you say, if this wolf moves up to Grim, then I use it. You know, and then you could use the reaction.
No, yeah, but I mean, according to...
I'm just letting you know that you can do that if you would like.
Man, this is why grids are weird, because according, like, it's both of them are within the space, but that's fine. No, because it's just an action.
It's a 15-foot grid from one line. Like, anyways.
I mean,
so what are you saying?
That's a 15-foot range right there, but okay.
Yeah, but
that's not how that works, though.
The cone goes off of the 15 feet on the side, not from the center.
No, I understand that. I still think it's fucking dumb.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
Well, then it wouldn't be a cone; it'd be a square.
Well,
no, I mean, ish. But
it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna cast it anyway, and then I'm going to instead, since I would know this, I'll have her fly up instead.
Of course.
And then target the two that are close by to Ismark and Katya, since they're, I don't know how to.
Sure, I understand what you're saying.
Fucking thing, but they're
I
close
understand
enough,
what you're saying.
so they should be able to be
those two
hit.
are definitely close enough that you could use it immediately.
Both of them need to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
It's just gonna do. She's gonna do like a dragon type flyby, and
the direwolf passes, and
fine.
the werewolf. I don't know what your DC is.
If it's my spell DC, it's 15. So
the werewolf fails.
The werewolf doesn't do it. All right, so they both take.
Nice.
Yeah, they take. Ooh. The one who succeeded takes half of that damage.
So 7
cold,
or
I'm
6.
doing cold damage.
Sure, of course.
And the one who failed takes all 13.
Okay. All right. That is that.
And then with my action, I'll have her move in and then pop back out.
Okay.
Just kind of hover, like,
sure.
I don't know, in the middle of the group so she doesn't get killed. And then I'm going to turn to the wolf that's like over here, like apart from us. And I'm going to cast Sapping Sting on him, which is a cantrip.
Okay.
And
I have
to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is an 11, so that fails.
It does not succeed. It takes 4 damage.
4 damage.
And
nice.
and falls prone.
Okay. Prone.
Is
Sounds
Dragon's
good.
Breath not an action?
It's a bonus action.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. That's it.
I'm gonna move once a little bit lower to kind of body block for the kid, and then that's gonna be my turn.
Sounds good. Comes to the werewolf. All right. This one is going to get down on all fours and just begin running in. Mainly coming for Grim, of course. Which, Grim, you are prone.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Okay. This is a bite attack. Ooh, 23 to hit. 7 piercing
He
damage.
still gets advantage, though.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know. All right, and then a claw attack is going towards Ireena. As a 12 to hit.
Dodges out of the way.
As he bites in, he brings up a claw to try and attack Ireena, and it doesn't do anything. Nah. All right. That is the turn. Katya, you are up.
All right. I'm just gonna scoot around this wolf here and come the other side. I'm
Okay.
gonna try and stab this werewolf in the back.
Okay, sounds good.
Do either of those hit?
Both of them hit.
Hell yeah.
Actually.
Okay.
Wow.
12 and
So-
14.
12 and 14. That's a 6 damage, 5 damage, so that's 11 total. Again,
All right.
seems like the damage isn't doing as much as you would hope.
And
on
then
this guy.
I'm going to pop my Rune of the Vampire Hunter and put
Okay.
him in some fiery shackles.
Okay. What do I have to do?
So you need a strength check.
Strength check. Okay.
Strength save. Yeah.
It's a 10.
That
Probably
imagine
fails.
That passes.
I would imagine probably fails.
Why don't I have this written down anywhere?
I love it.
I'm a caster. What is it? Probably doesn't pass, right?
Probably
Like,
doesn't
we can all
pass.
agree
I
that
mean,
doesn't
8
pass,
plus
right?
3 is already 11, and then your con, I think, is what it's based off of. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
More
it
on that
is-
later.
You can
So,
invoke it.
2d6.
Target takes an extra 2d6 radiant damage. Oh, damn.
3.
Oh,
And then
ooh.
Well, is what it is.
All
And
right.
They are
Takes that 3.
restrained, and they will take more at the beginning of their turn.
Restrained, and then can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, banishing the shackles on a success. Okay, sounds good. So then it is restrained, which means that anybody has advantage on it. Cool.
Hell yeah.
All right, wolf's turn. This wolf is prone. Let me check their movement speed. It is 40, so that means that they can only move 20, which easy enough. They're gonna come to you, Johans. And what is this one gonna do? This one's gonna come in here. This one is going to come over here. Yeah. All right, so one coming to Grim with advantage. 13, 21 to hit. Which obviously hits.
All right.
6 piercing damage. Ireena.
No, I'm sure it's fine.
This wolf is gonna come there. I want that. Yeah, gets that. What's it called? Flanking. So plus 2 to that, 16.
Does not hit.
Damn. All right,
Dodges
Johans.
out of the way.
That's a 13 to hit.
That's my armor class. I'll take
All
it.
right. So 8 piercing damage bitten into you. I need you to do a strength save.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Oh wow, you passed. Cool.
Not bad.
All right.
Confidence
as
is key, guys.
The wolves begin to make their way into the battle, and get some bites in there. All right, and it is now Blaire. Your turn.
It's raging time.
Oh, let's fucking go.
And we are gonna aim for Mr. Werewolf Dude because he hit our
Okay,
friend
so you're
Grim.
cutting through everybody and just bringing down the halberd in between Ireena and Bluto. Let's see it.
So
Yeah,
cool.
so the rage was the first action, so it's just the hit and the bonus action.
So you have 2.
Okay.
Because rage is bonus action, and then you have your extra attack, so you get 2 attacks.
Okay. And Divine Fury only works on the first attack, so it would only work for...
One of the attacks,
Yeah.
11 hits.
Okay, cool. Otherwise, we're doing a
Crazy.
reroll. I will take the Divine Fury off and do the end one.
Okay. All right. So then let's see. That is 8, and that's 7, and that 5. Oh, and that 2, of course. So 10, 17, 22. Is that right?
11 hits?
11 hits.
Holy shit.
All right.
Damn.
So
Really?
They're weak ass wolves.
10, 22. Yeah. Okay, cool. Divine Fury, that is radiant damage, so that is going to be well, 3. Okay. So that is 3 regular damage plus the 2, 4, 11, 19, halved to 9. Cool. All right, it takes all that damage, and is that your turn?
Yep.
Cool. Arabelle's turn. Arabelle is going to Well, I fixed something that's not broken. We are going to help Grim.
I already have advantage. Help Blaire.
Yeah,
Over.
but she sees
Get
you
behind
in
me.
trouble.
Get behind me.
She wouldn't.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm ushering my hand behind her. Like, I'm fine.
He's dead
All
once
right,
already.
fine. She'll run in and she will help Ireena. She's gonna come in and she'll be like, "I got you," and she's gonna jump on top of the wolf.
Jesus.
Wow.
Be careful.
Ballsy kid.
All right, Ismark's turn. Ismark is going to. Seeing that the werewolf doesn't take very much damage from his attack, he is going to. He's gonna do he's gonna tuck and roll over to here. Trying to get that flanking. I'm gonna see if he gets an attack on him from the bite. 16 doesn't hit. Ooh. Okay, so he rolls out of the way from this werewolf as it tries to bite down into him, and now he's gonna try and attack all 3 attacks at this big dire wolf with +2 to his attacks, which all of them hit. That is a lot of fucking damage. 10, 11, so 21, 27 damage in this
Wow.
dire wolf.
Jesus. What a legend.
So he tucks and rolls, and then stabs into the wolf with his short sword directly in the neck. This thing is looking extremely rough. Comes to Bluto. Bluto is going to...
Take an opportunity attack if he runs away.
He's gonna disengage. And he is gonna start running.
If he Wait,
Doesn't he take
an actual
an
quick
opportunity
question
attack?
though.
No, he disengaged.
He disengaged from the werewolf, but could I take a non-lethal opportunity attack to stop him, or does that not work?
Unfortunately, he was dodging out of the way of every
That's
single
fine.
attack that
I
comes
just wanted
his
to
way.
ask.
So,
Baby.
he's just, and he starts running off. Grim.
I stand and I grab onto this wolf with my hands, my bare
Okay.
hands.
Ooh, okay.
Ouch.
And
You have
I
advantage on
get
this
advantage
attack?
on this attack, which is why I'm doing it. Otherwise, I would not risk it. A 6 and a 22.
Oh, there we go. All right, so 22 definitely hits, and I'll take the first damage since
Awesome.
that's totally
Yeah.
unfair. So 2 strength or 2 damage for the unarmed attack and 14 necrotic damage. You all see as Grim takes both of the hands to the face of this wolf, and you see the eyes beginning to blot out and become black. You see the hair beginning to fall off of its face, and underneath you see these veins that are stretching across its body. That thing falls fucking dead.
Yeah, I
Did
thought
he just
so.
Harry Potter a wolf?
Yep, he just Harry Pottered. Yep, Sorcerer's
Sick.
Stone, straight up.
And then I'm gonna
stove.
use 3 uses. I'm gonna. Let's see, how bad is my health? My health is pretty low. I'm gonna use 4 uses of my healing light on myself. Well, actually, can
Okay.
I? Yeah, I can. I think I can use up to my the number of dice you can use is 1 plus your warlock level in one go. The maximum number of dice I can spend at once is my charisma modifier, so I can use up to 5. So I'm
can
gonna
use all
use
of them, yeah.
I'm using 4 of them and not,
Okay,
so I'm leaving 1 left.
sounds good.
So 4d6 of healing.
Oh my
That
god,
is
you are rolling
pathetic!
garbage, bro.
Bad rolls.
Straight trash rolls. You're getting great rolls for everything else except for fucking
That
damage.
is
and
such
shit.
ridiculous. That's fine though.
Jeez, dude, that's crazy. All right, well,
That's fine.
you
That was
heal
enough if
8.
you were me.
What a waste.
Dire wolf. It's gonna go for Katya because it has advantage. That's
No.
a 7, or well, I
Nope.
mean 11. So it tries to bite
Get that
your
shit
way,
outta
but
here.
as it's about to bite, that's when Ismark stabs into the neck, and it's not able to get any sort of attack on you, Katya. Ireena, you have advantage on your first attack thanks to Arabelle Arabelle being on top of this wolf.
Oh my god.
I mean, you have advantage on anything that you attack. If you want to go for the werewolf, she'll see that you're going that way and she'll fucking
How's the
throw a rock or
werewolf?
something.
How is everything looking here?
So, the werewolf is looking, everything around you seems to be fine. All of the dire wolves were the hurt ones and those are gone.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna go for question.
Yes.
So, because I can use an attack and then an offhanded attack and then a second attack, correct?
Correct. Yeah, because you
So-
get, for your attack action, you get 2 attacks. And then
Yeah.
for your bonus action, since you're a dual wielder, you can also get an attack.
I see. So that would be in place of my bonus action.
Right.
Got it. Okay, cool. Okay, so I am going to attack towards the wolf that she's on the back.
Okay. You get advantage on this.
Yes. Let's go.
18 definitely hits, dealing
Awesome.
12 damage. All right, you just...
one fire damage.
You didn't even need it because as she gets pushed off for a second, but she lands on her feet. And as she gets pushed off, the dog or the wolf turns towards her and you easily stab directly into the head of this wolf and it goes limp. It is dead.
Good.
The fire sizzling from the sword as you pull it out and getting the
Yeah.
blood and everything.
I turn
All right.
towards the werewolf and I whoosh with my whip then.
Okay. Go ahead and use that whip attack.
Whip attack.
19
oh, oops,
hits.
that's supposed to be an edge. And that's 7 points of damage for that.
Okay.
And then my second attack will also be to the werewolf.
Okay.
13?
13 does hit.
Hell yeah.
Let's roll that fire damage.
2
Nice.
fire damage. We'll take it.
Right on. Getting
It's
it.
twice as much as last time.
Hey.
Definitely fire damage is definitely doing stuff. The other is
Nice.
not. So,
Okay.
that is your turn. As you attack, he just grabs the whip. It looks like it didn't really do much to him at all, and he just grabs it
Okay.
and throws it down. Johans, you're up.
I am going to just look at the wolf in front of me and just be like, okay. And I'm going to cast Mage Hand on myself. Mage Armor. Myself.
Mage armor. Sounds good.
Wrong.
It's mage hand, but it's
Mage
really
touch
big,
yourself
so it blocks
with
it.
yourself
just have
and mage
another-
hand.
I just imagine the mage hand just picks them up.
Just grab him by this
All right.
glove. Bad
Yeah.
wolf.
Right.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
All right.
That's my action.
Anything for your bonus action or anything? Probably not.
I'm gonna stand there. Luna, on the other hand, I just measured it, and I should be able to hit both of these fuckers here.
Using mage armor as a first level spell means that you cannot use Luna's icy breath, since it's a second level spell.
Except I'm not casting it again.
Oh,
It's already cast. It's a concentration spell. For a minute, she can just
Wait.
breathe out fire.
are you serious?
Dope. That's cool.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Multiple times? Here, ping it real quick. I just want to make sure, because that sounds so overpowered.
Oh, sorry.
Also-
Wrong button.
You took damage before while you were concentrating, I believe.
Oh, that's true. I'll
So go ahead and
roll
do a
concentration
con
then.
save.
Con save? 10.
So you pass. All right. Just fucking barely.
Did Joel not already use it though? I didn't think he used it.
That's what I'm saying. Choose. Okay, you touch one hand and breathe on the power of a mini fighter that has one. Choose. Until the spell ends, the creature can use an action to exhale energy of the chosen type in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in that area.
It doesn't go away. It's not a one-time
Doesn't
use.
say
Until the spell
one-time
ends,
use.
Luna can breathe
That-
out fire.
Checks
Here,
out
hold
to
on.
me.
That sounds about right, but
Come on, man. Give it
Option
to me. I don't have a lot of options here. There's a wolf in front of me.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
I just took half my health.
I thought you didn't use it yet though. That's why I was on your side to use it. But if you've already used it, I think it is only one-time use. But because it's
doesn't say
3d6.
one-time
the
use.
internet says, yeah, it doesn't
That's
say
crazy.
after the spell effect is done, it's gone. So yeah, no, you're good. Okay.
This is
That
this
is
is the
wild.
dragon.
Crazy.
yeah,
This is the
that's
Dragonborn's
fucking
fire
insane.
breath.
That's fucking... Well, yeah, but the Dragonborn can only use it one time.
Yeah. This is a
So
spell. It's a second level spell. May
So
as
yes,
well be better.
you can use your Icy Blast once again.
Okay.
That is insane. I love
I'm
it.
gonna move. I'm gonna
awesome.
move. She's gonna
Yep,
fly
yep.
over everybody because she
Sounds
can't.
good.
She doesn't trigger attacks of
Yeah,
opportunity.
fly
She's
by.
gonna-
Yep.
and she's gonna just
Okay.
fire breath both of those assholes in the back.
All right. I need to do a con save. Is that right?
Dex save.
Dex save. Okay.
Yeah. Also, for the record, I'm doing hold ice breath.
Of course. I imagine. All right. The wolf fails, but the werewolf does not. So go ahead and... Oh, that wolf is
13.
dead. I'm just going to move that over. That is
yeah. I'll
a
just delete
dead
it.
wolf, frozen in its tracks. It's about to bite into Grim, and it's just frozen over, breaking
She's-
into these small pieces of
She's
ice.
just gonna fly over everybody, do like a spin in the air and just spread out and
Hell yeah. I love it. I love it.
and
I
then
love it.
just kind of
Okay.
hold her spot there.
All right. That is that turn. Werewolf's turn. All right. This thing has a vendetta for you, Grim.
That's
And
fine.
it is going to...
The
Die.
top one takes 10
cool
damage.
that.
Beginning of its turn.
Oh, right. I forgot
From the
about that.
fiery shackles. Sorry.
It is going to just focus on you now. It is going bite attack
That's fine.
as a 12
Does not hit me.
and a 8.
Doesn't hit me.
Wow, that is lame as shit.
That's
All
fine.
right, whatever.
That werewolf wish we used suggestion.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, this werewolf is taking that 6, and that's at the start of his turn?
Yeah.
Damn.
So 10 total.
Fucking it up. Let's go. All right. It is restrained, so it gets... And restrained... Let me...
I feel like it can. I think
sure.
it said it can take a strength save to try to break out again.
It
that's
can
the
do a
end of
strength
its
save to
turn.
try. It's at the end of the turn, but I believe. Okay, let's just double check here real quick. That's restrained. Becomes 0. Attack rolls against have advantage. Attack rolls have disadvantage. So it is going to only attack Katya with disadvantage. Here's a bite. That's a 19, but that's a natural one.
Nope.
And that's an 8, which doesn't hit. So
Nope.
you are safe. It tries to bite at you, but the
I just, like, take a
shackled
step out of the
chains,
range.
yeah, the shackled chains are pierced into the ground, and it cannot move. It is trying to attack you, but it's not getting there. All right, that is your turn. It is now Katya, your turn.
I'm just gonna swing a couple times with my sword.
You have advantage.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so there's one.
Just to clarify, I'm sure you're going for the werewolf, right?
Yeah, I'm going for the werewolf.
Cool. Okay, so that is a 12 or 21 to hit. That definitely hits with
And then
12 damage.
a 19.
And a 19 also hits. That's another 8. Hey.
I'm glad you
Right
came back to
on.
give me the chance to kill you.
Oh, at the end of its turn, it has to do a strength save as well. And it fails. So. All right.
Nope.
Oh, that would have affected it too. But it
Glad
failed,
it
so it's
didn't.
all good. Wolves' turn. All right. So this wolf is going to. God damn, this is not looking good for any of them. This wolf is going to start running. Taking opportunity attacks and all from Johans, it is just booking it now. It's just running with its legs behind, or its tails in between its legs, and it is just booking it. You're going for it. Dang, the fucking... the disrespect. I love it. I love it. All right. It barely alive.
I'm a swipe at him with my dagger, obviously.
Yeah, you stab into the leg and it go, "Ah!" and it continues running with a large limp in its back left leg.
I told them today was not the day.
That is the wolf's turn. Blaire. Werewolf is looking pretty okay.
Am I in his range?
You
if-
are in his range.
Okay. I'm half tempted to go after Bluto. Now we're gonna finish this werewolf, and then we'll deal with him. So, still raging.
All right.
Gonna go ahead.
Unfortunately,
hit.
a 9 does not hit, but a 17 does.
So the last
And a
two
26. Okay, so that halberd attack that hits is 15 damage total. That is a good hit. And that halberd end attack is 8 damage total. Another good hit. It is looking pretty bloodied right now. There is blood that is soaking its fur, and he is looking a little panicked, to be honest. But it is Arabelle's turn, who is going to... Just gonna run over and try and trip Bluto.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm gonna roll contested acrobatics and athletics check. Not very high for either of them, but Arabelle gets, that's a 3. Oh, it's on GM. Oops. That's a 3. What does Bluto get?
A 1.
That's a
Oh,
9.
damn.
Bluto, she
Barely.
tries to trip Bluto by jumping on his legs, but he quickly gets out and he continues running. But it is Ismark's turn. And he is going to attack the direwolf, gaining that nice, sick flanking +2. That is a 22 to hit, and that is enough to kill it for 9 damage. And so he
Nice.
comes over here and flanks the werewolf with you, Katya, getting
Hell yeah.
advantage on these attacks.
Yeah.
So this is going to be advantage. It's a 14 that still hits for 6 slashing damage. Uh-oh. And his last attack is a short sword. And that's a natural fucking 20.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right. That is 8
Probably didn't
plus
kill him, though.
6. That is, 14? That is literally just enough. So you
Yeah.
see the shackles on its back breaks.
Fuck
He
this werewolf.
slashes into the back of the werewolf, and just as the werewolf is about to pounce on you, Katya, you see a short sword go directly through the snout and out. And you see this wolven form begin to change into a human as he pulls out the short sword, and he looks at himself kind of like, he looks over to you, that was fucking gross. And then he turns back around, looking towards the other werewolf. And
That's
actually, at
gross
this point,
sometimes.
Bluto, because he is running that way, he's going to run over towards Bluto as well and kind of cut him off.
Good Ismark.
Bluto is going to try and run around while doing a good old disengage action, and he's just going to run.
Coward.
Grim.
Okay, I am going to dash
Okay.
and go right up next to him
Okay.
Oh.
as my action.
12 doesn't hit. God damn it. All right.
And
That
then
is, yeah.
that's my
Okay.
turn.
Okay. Well then.
Now the farthest he can get away from me is 30 feet.
Dire wolves are dead. Ireena.
I'm also gonna yell, so like, stop running.
Why are you running?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Like, they're all
So
dead.
good.
He's running from us.
Oh, he's running from
that
us,
little
too.
Shit.
I know, I'm stopping him.
Ireena, what would you like to do?
Werewolf
A werewolf? Of
in
course.
front of me.
Of course, of course.
They attack.
Yes. All right, let's see the attacks.
13.
13
Kill
hits. That's 9 piercing damage. Nice.
Kill it with fire.
Okay.
2 fire damage.
-2 of fire. Okay.
And
Not dead. Very hurt. Not
and
dead.
I whip it real good.
Oh, of course. 17 hits. Okay. It's another 7 damage. Okay.
How's it
Not
looking?
dead.
And I slice it.
Another rapier. 12 hits. 8 damage. And
Oh, 4 fire damage.
It burned?
barely hanging on.
My goodness.
Almost got him.
This man.
Johans. See, Bluto is trying to run away, and Grim running directly past you. What would you like to do?
You also
And
got a
this
wolf.
werewolf as well, looking almost dead as fuck.
And the wolf you just threw or stabbed.
Oh, yeah.
And the wolf that you just stabbed too. I forgot about the wolf.
Just looking at something real quick. Okay. Sorry, how much does it say? 40 feet?
I love it. I already know what's happening. Let's
I'm gonna
go.
I'm gonna move 20 feet closer just so I'm within range, and I'm gonna sap and sting Bluto.
Okay.
Afar.
Sounds good.
Has to
I'm
make
doing a con save.
Con save for this, yeah.
Natural fucking 20
Holy
somehow.
shit.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Wow.
Bluto is just terrified, and everything that happens to him, he is shrugging it off. I don't think it does anything after or now that he passed. I
No,
believe.
it doesn't. He's fine. I'm gonna have Luna blast the last dude. Then
The werewolf?
Yeah, he needs to make a dex save.
Doesn't even matter. He had literally 1 health left, and you freeze this werewolf just in front of Ireena, and it is dead.
Can I shatter
right.
it for fun?
Absolutely. You come up
Yay.
and you broken into a bunch of different ice pieces.
I'm gonna end my
Okay.
turn right there. Got nothing else.
All right. Katya. There is one wolf that is running away. Does anybody want to kill it?
I don't even think I have a way to kill it.
Okay. The wolf is booking it and it is gone. And we are out of combat.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Cool. I'm just going to move us back into no
I'm assuming-
combat. However,
But did we catch
Bluto is
Bluto?
still trying to run.
Yeah, I'm
So-
casting suggestion on him. That's what I was gonna do. I just needed to be within 30 feet of him.
Bluto is going to... Well, Katya, is there anything that you want to do?
No, I'm good.
Good?
I'm good.
Blaire?
I will
Chilling.
run up. My speed is 40, so I'm just gonna be right next to Grim. Now.
Okay. I love it. Y'all are just
Oh, God.
fucking flexing on him.
Can I
I'm
dash
still in
to-
rage
can-
mode, by the
can-
way. So
Can I dash to him as well?
Arabelle
no.
is also dashing over. Everybody is running over to Bluto. And
I will tackle
Ismark
this man if I have
Ismark is
to.
going to... Ismark's gonna come up to Bluto and fucking knock him out.
I'm just gonna
I've
stay
had enough of this
away.
son of a bitch.
I'm staying away from the group with Luna. I'm just gonna be like, no, it could be so easy just to kill him.
Grim, you're
right?
about to
Just
cast
one-
something, and
Yeah,
Ismark just comes
I'm-
up, and as
That's
you're
fine.
like standing in front of Bluto, Ismark just walks up and just right on the back of fucking Bluto's head. You see a little bit of blood coming out, but he fucking
this
knocks
way.
out
That's
on the
fine.
ground. All right. Well, with Bluto becoming unconscious, we're gonna go ahead and go to break.
Oh,
So-
thank God, I need to.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and
great.
move that. So we are going to break. We are going to be giving away a code for Strixhaven, Curriculum of Chaos. So if you're one of our followers on Twitch, you can join the giveaway. And while we're on break, you have to type the chat command !Vistani. It's going to be starting here in a minute, right now. Put that into the chat to join in on the giveaway, and people that are subscribed to our channel get an extra ticket. So make sure to subscribe before you join the giveaway. That way you can get 2. Yeah, and good luck, everybody. We'll see you all in 15 minutes. Bye.
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 Hi. Okay. Well, welcome back, everybody. We are back from our break,
and we are going to pick our winner for the Strixhaven. Whatever code. Here we go. Pick winner. Wet Winter is the winner.
Nice.
So, congrats,
Congratulations.
Wet Winter. We will be sending you a what is it called? A whisper, I think, is what it is on Discord, or not Discord, Twitch.
A DM.
A message.
Yeah, we'll send you a message. We'll
We'll
send
be
you a message
sliding
with
into the
DMs.
with the code and everything, and we'll figure it out. But until then, we are going to get back into this. So, after dealing with the werewolves, Ismark took the handle of his short sword and knocked the shit out of Bluto, making him go unconscious on the ground. You all surround this man, this kidnapper, while the final wolf continues running the opposite direction. What would you all like to do?
Well, I'll pick this unconscious man up and just throw him over my shoulder.
Okay. And that's easy enough for you.
Speaking of unconscious men, is this werewolf down at my feet alive?
Oh, yeah.
No. Not in the
Okay,
slightest.
great. Then I'd
Yeah.
like to investigate him and see what his deal is. See if I can
Sure.
figure out where he came from, any sort of
I want to help with
anything interesting
I wanna
on
help
this
with
guy.
that.
Sure.
And so-
Go ahead and do. I mean, really, there's nothing on him. It seems like he was just in his
He
werewolf
rolled
state.
up totally naked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems to be that way. It seems like
Oh no, stricker wolves.
yeah. I
Any
mean,
like
natural.
marks, tattoos, anything.
There's no
weird?
tattoos. There are a lot of scratch
A
marks.
necklace, anything like that. Okay.
Let me here. Give me 1 sec. I don't think so.
Regardless of what the result, I just want to check him for any sort of unique
Identification.
Sure.
signifiers.
How old is this girl? I don't think we ever asked how old this Vistani girl is.
7-ish.
She's
Maybe a
really,
little
really
younger.
rambunctious for that. Man, Jesus.
No, there is nothing on this wolf.
Okay. The
It
man.
is just all
The wolf
natural.
man.
Well, yeah, the man, the
Okay.
werewolf.
Well, cool. I'm just gonna grab him and like huck him off the side of the road
Sure.
off into the trees and get him out of the way. I'll
Okay.
go do the same for the other werewolf. I'll
The
investigate.
other
and
werewolf
then
is in a
just throw
million
him.
fucking pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. I
It was
like,
frozen up
fucking
and just
sweep
broken
him.
things to Blaire, just bringing the halberd right
Forgot
down.
about that part. Okay.
Yeah. Along with the direwolf and Johan screwed these wolves up with that ice blast, dude. That's insane that you can do it multiple times
is
across
wild.
Pretty
that
wild.
entire
that's
minute.
very, very
That's
wild.
what I
That's
picked it,
insane.
yeah.
It's so
I only
good.
thought that it was one time, but
That's
anyways,
That's like a total of 30d6.
dude, crazy amount of damage, crazy. So
Anyway,
And now
that's all I'm doing.
For the record, when it's 8 hours after now, I lose magic armor.
sure.
Just
So-
keep it in mind.
Blaire, you take Bluto and you put him over your shoulders, unconscious. And do you all continue down this trail?
Yep.
Well, we don't know where we the last saw the. What am I trying to say?
Arabelle,
Yes.
I can possibly show you like the general area of where we were playing. Maybe I don't know. We usually have like a little spot, and that's where he came.
If you could lead us the way, that'd be great.
Okay, yeah. And so
Yes.
she turns around and begins continuing down this trail until about 10 minutes
I
later.
not to watch it, but let's just in case.
Sure, go ahead and do a perception check with Luna.
That's my character sheet. This is just perception. 12.
Okay. About 10 minutes go by. And then you finally come to this little side trail. It looks rough, but you can definitely see that there is some sort of light travel down this place. And Arabelle almost walks past it, and then she stops. this way, and points down the trail. She continues making her way down until you see this little clearing where you see a bunch of sticks and they're placed in the ground looking to be, you see some of them have like twine looking like little dolls and different sticks put in a nest of an area. And it seems to be a place where she was playing. And in one clearing, you see a small pool of blood, but no child or Alexi.
Good or
be
bad
seen.
sign?
I want to do an investigation check if possible to look at
Go ahead.
blood and see where it leads.
I
and so on and
would
so forth.
like to help.
Okay. Katya, you have something?
Just a small diversion, retcon. I also want to rip out a direwolf fang and grab that before we go.
Sounds
Just
good.
want to get that on the record.
I don't know if
18?
Ireena's helping me,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah,
guess
yeah.
I would have. I'd given myself advantage with Luna anyway. So
Sure. Yeah. Ireena is helping you do this, and you see a small pool of blood that quickly ends once it gets onto the trail. But what you do see is a small footprint, or a set of footprints, that continues down this trail. And following it, you get to the main road. You see it moving frantically back and forth until finally you find it going the direction that you were already going, towards whatever end of this trail leads to.
Where does this trail lead?
This is the way to our camp. So maybe Alexi was able to make it back to the camp.
Yes.
That would be great. Oh, let's go. Here, come. And
Yeah.
she begins running down the trail. And after another 2-3 minutes, you finally come to this open, expansive clearing. Let me move that here. In this clearing, you see a small grass-covered hill with low houses built into its sides. You see that fog obscures the details, but you can see that these buildings feature elegantly carved woodwork and have decorative lanterns hanging from the sculpted eaves. Want to move down to the very bottom? This is what you see. Atop the hill, above the fog, you see a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surround a large tent with a column of smoke pouring out from a hole in the top. The tent is brightly lit from within, and even at this distance, you can smell the odors of wine and of horses that emanate from this central area. Arabelle speaks up and says, usually there's people here to greet anyone that comes. Wonder where everyone is.
Maybe they were worried. Maybe they were looking for you.
Oh
Can
no.
you take us?
Maybe they heard the wolves.
Or, yeah.
I'm gonna send Luna ahead and just look
Okay.
through her eyes, see if I see anyone.
Sure.
Just
As you go through,
just to be safe.
you see one or two Vistani outside of the camp, the tent, sorry. Outside every single one of these small homes on the edge of this hill, you see hooded figures that seem to be a type of guard outside of each one of these doors. And there's, however many here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in total. So you see a guard. And then on the very end of this hill, you see there is a set of 3 guards. On the outside of the tent, you see that there's the barrel-topped wagons, and you see a bunch of horses that are just stabled just outside of the tent. And that's about all you can see from aerial view.
I pass the information to the others as I'm seeing it.
Sure.
Is this normal? The way they're guarding?
With nobody. You're talking about the elves. Yes, they tend to stay outside of their home just in case anybody comes by. But they're really nice. They're just
Okay.
a little sad. That's all.
Okay. Let's.
Well, what would you suggest would be our next course of action now that we're at the
Yeah,
camp?
we could just go up the trail right here. And you see this trail that goes up to the top of the hill. This is how we get up and down all the time. And sometimes Alexi and I roll down the hill as well. It's a lot of fun. But yes, here, come. And so you follow Arabelle up this main trail that leads to the very top of this hill. And you find the opening of the grand tent at the center. And as you come to the tent, you see inside the entrance, you find two middle-aged men. One looks very handsome, with long black hair and a well-kept goatee that comes to a very short point. He wears a green coat over a very nice white shirt and sits next to another man, larger, brawny. He has a rather unkept beard and wavy black hair and a green shirt with a brown vest over it, and he sits, not menacingly, but it's hard to say not menacingly because of how big he is compared to this child, this preteen young boy. These two men are seated on stools, and you see the young boy seems to be talking to him. As they talk in a soft tone, you hear Arabelle. Dad! And you see both of them turn and look. Arabelle, is that you? And he immediately jumps off of the stool and grabs her and picks her up and says, "Oh my God, it's so great to see you." And then she says, Daddy, these people saved me. They brought him. He's holding her, looking at each of you. Thank you all so much. I'm indebted to you. Please come, be family. Today we are going to celebrate.
Is Alexi here?
Alexi, yes, he's right over there. And you see the little boy kind of like scared, but not really at the same time. He's like surprised. Hi. You can see that he has like a little bit of a bump on his head though. Like he is bruised on the side of his head. Hello? Why? What happened? And who is this? Arabelle says, he's the one that kidnapped me and took me to the lake and tried to drown me. And then he looks at him. Interesting.
We wanted to bring him here so that justice could be served. However, we do need to take him back alive. So...
He places Arabelle down, who begins running over to Alexi and just like, blah, 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 you know, they start talking. But he's very serious, and he says, well, as much as I want to wring the fucking neck on that guy, you have saved my daughter, and for that I am eternally grateful. Yeah, hold on. Aragal, would you mind going to grab the others? We shouldn't miss any other person today. And Aragal, the more well-kept person, more handsome, honestly, subjectively, he looks over to his brother and he comes up to everybody and kind of nods and he says, all right, to Arabelle as he's like walking away. He's like, all right, I have to beat you in a race still, okay? And she like looks up, laughs, and he kind of nods to each of you and leaves, and you hear his horse taking off.
When this man wakes up, though, we could definitely scare the crap out of him.
Great. I was wondering where the boundaries would be, and so how far can we go to make sure that this piece of shit doesn't go that far again?
Well, we just need him alive to go back into town.
You can slap him up and down a few times, but don't like mortally wound him.
All right.
We'll deal with that later, I whisper.
Also, I was thinking death would be the easy way out. It would be much more terrible to live.
To be perfectly honest, if you've seen this sack of shit, you'd see how pathetic his whole life is.
Very sad.
It's a punishment
excuse.
enough
Also,
living.
I've heard that the prison in Velika is not the best.
So
what were you going to say?
I was gonna ask the DM question. Sorry.
Oh.
The girl's just gone, right?
the girl's not gone. I mean, this tent is here. Let me open.
Oh,
this
she went
up
into the tent. Okay, that's what I
Yeah,
meant.
you guys are currently in the tent.
That's fine, because she has my coat and my scarf. I was just making sure that I didn't lose track of it.
Yeah, no, she didn't like run away and like forever is gone, but she's currently in this little tent. This is the little Alexi, the one with the beard, but it's just because Vistani look like that's the only picture that they have. So Alexi just has a beard now.
This is a
12 years old and he's just like full ass
grow up
beard.
so fast.
Turns out it's just a dwarf in disguise.
Right? No, she is within sight for sure, and you see a few Vistani are on the side of this tent as well that are like look to be extremely exhausted. They look like they just came back from most likely searching for Arabelle, now that you have seen that Aragal has taken off to catch the rest of them. So, but yes, Lavash, Arabelle's father, looks very deeply at Bluto, kind of gritting his teeth a little bit. You're right. Death would be an easy way out. And like I said, I've heard that the prison in Valakai isn't forgiving. I hope that he rots in jail.
Think of it as justice being served twice.
I can't like cut off his arm or something? Just
I'd
to make his
prefer
life
if
a little bit.
You don't.
All right, that's fine.
What about a finger?
Maybe they could give him
Maybe a
something
hand.
else to remember them by.
Take his tongue so he
ear.
can't scream for help anymore.
Huh? Well, besides all of that, let's drink. Let's eat, please. I want you to be welcome here as family. You have saved my daughter, and I am eternally grateful. Oh, also, you look like the adventuring type. I'm sure you are after a reward. Maybe something from the treasure wagon? Hmm?
I don't think we
Here,
would say
come.
no.
If
Come,
you're
come,
offering,
Come.
it
I'm
would
gonna
be
hog
he
tie
brings
this
you-
man
Rude to refuse.
as we leave him.
Yeah, he brings
If he
you
insists.
outside, and you
Have a
see
whole
him
wagon for
bringing
treasure.
you to a very specific wagon, and he opens the door, and you see him reference towards it, and he says, "Here, take your pick, but you have to pick without looking. At least without looking inside. It's a little bit of magic and fun."
Do we reach our hand in and just...
Well, from here you can see inside of the treasure wagon. You can see here. Let me open up the notes. Just make sure.
Is there a pile of paper with some ink stacked on top?
Just a pie, and it says 4 Johans.
Sick. It's Christmas. Let's go.
No, in here you see. Here, one sec. Coming to
funny.
that spot. Where is the note?
Save for Johans.
For everyone
There it
watching
is.
at home. Okay.
Well, you see a wooden chest. You see an iron chest. You see an onyx jewelry box. You see a wooden throne that has gold inlay and decorative stones on it. And you see a rolled up 10-foot square rug with an exquisite unicorn motif on it.
That's
All of them look priceless.
Is this one
Very
for all of
expensive.
us?
Are the stones diamonds?
That's a solid
Roll a
question.
d20. Let's see what the dice gods say. It says decorative stones. We'll see.
diamonds are decorative.
10. Some of them. Some of them are.
So I guess
So?
out of character, I'm kind of confused by what he means by it because we've seen him. So what does he mean
You
by
point,
blind?
basically you point to something and he gives it to you.
Okay,
And
Something is in
That
the
is your
chest,
prize.
preferably.
I mean
Is it-
onyx
is it
jewelry
Is it like
box.
a one each?
One each?
Is
or-
it situation
no,
or
it's a
or-
one for all.
One for all.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Should we?
We should vote
So,
on it.
Which?
A wood chest, iron chest. Here, I'll type it all in.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 3 chests, a throne, and a
Wait,
rug.
Do a quick huddle. I think the iron chest or the onyx jewelry box could be neat.
I think probably the iron chest. Got a good feeling about it.
2 votes iron chest.
We could decorate with a rug.
What would we decorate?
What?
Everywhere we go, we would look so stylish. It's a
Are you
unicorn.
are
Have
you gonna carry the rug? Johan.
Oh, we have a
this rug
special
is
bag.
huge too.
But
We
would
have
it
a special
fit?
bag that just goes, and we just put it inside.
5 things.
1 vote rug, 2 vote iron chest,
Yeah, I vote iron chest too.
3 vote iron
think.
chest. Ireena did the deciding vote.
No, it's on the side. I mean, there's
Tie it
3
all up.
versus 2. Which you guys?
Yeah.
It's the
It's-
iron chest.
Yeah, iron,
That's how democracy
Iron
works,
chest?
guys.
yeah, iron.
I just
chest.
wanted to feel it.
All right.
Iron
Yeah.
chest.
The mimic.
So,
It's empty.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be
no.
incredible.
That'd be so good. I would love it.
No,
But it's only a
that'd be
treasure if we can
God.
tame it.
So, he looks to you, grabs the iron chest, brings it out, and
It's empty.
inside is a pile of gold pieces. Fuck. 650
useless.
gold
That's
pieces.
useless to us, sir.
specifically.
Is it?
This is-
Hey, speak for
Here,
yourself.
tell
Do
you.
you
Can
say
we?
that?
How about we take this and we look at one of the other things. We'll pay you.
What?
We
But
could use
yes,
gold.
that was the entire
What?
point of the game.
I object to the idea of not taking gold because I need gold.
We could buy diamonds
I
with
will.
this.
I will allow you.
Have you seen
to-
any diamonds? Have you seen any diamonds?
But we
Also,
could
and
if
I
we
don't- I
find
don't-
some.
diamonds
I don't
for?
need any diamonds either. Blaire wouldn't even know I was looking. I was just looking to see if there were diamonds.
I
So
don't
Blaire
know,
wouldn't
man.
even know this.
I wasn't sure if you said that out loud.
This is very
He just
rude.
takes,
Could I
takes
just
a,
take
he
the
opens
reward?
the chest and he closes it. Instead of handing it to you, he hands it to somebody else and he says,
I'll
"Well,
take it.
I grab it over.
I guess Katya
I
grabs it.
honestly don't know how to respond
Also,
to
that
that.
that was a lot of
apologize
Ryan.
For him.
Grim's
Thank
just
you
not
very
a
much.
material
we
girl.
appreciate your. We appreciate this very much. Thank you for your.
Of course.
Go ahead.
Of course,
Way to bring it
and
back. I appreciate
of course,
it.
thank you so much for
Grim
bringing my
wouldn't
daughter
yell,
back.
"It's worthless." Just so it's
All
on the
right.
record, Grim would not
All right.
scream that to him.
All right. Well then, Ryan. So, he hands over this chest and
How much is
he
it?
says,
In total?
yes, 650 gold. Yeah.
Oof, that's
That's
a lot
gold.
of money.
What?
And the iron chest itself is
Rolling.
pretty fucking hefty. I mean, it's a big chest.
Okay, so I'm just like
Yeah.
lugging that around.
It's
for
a
a
good
while.
chest too. I mean, like it.
Can we
Pretty
just
good chest.
sturdy.
pour
Yeah,
the
good chest.
gold into the
Lots
bag
of
of
stuff up
holding?
in this.
Pour it in the
Oh shit! Yeah, there you
bag of
go.
holding.
Yeah.
Keeping the
You put the
chest.
chest in the bag of
You're-
holding too, right?
Coach is just holding onto the chest. I'm fucking
Mine.
keeping this. This is
Wouldn't
mine.
I mean, if it'll
you-
fit in the
My
bag,
chest.
we can put it in the bag. But I'm
Yeah,
not
can't
putting
you-
it
It
down.
will not fit in the bag for
No,
sure.
we're keeping
not.
it then.
It's not a character. We should split that money between all of us.
Well, of course.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
That is
No, Johans,
naturally
we're gonna
the,
keep it all for one person.
Johans doesn't get any money.
I need it for paper and
Specifically.
ink. You don't understand.
We'll get
So
you your
all
paper.
return back to the small or the big tent at the center of the Vistana camp, and he just invites you in, giving you any food or drink that you would hope for. It is around at this time, I would say maybe like 11 in the morning ish, somewhere around there. So, pretty early in the day, still.
Early lunch.
So, is there anything I can do for you while you're here? Any information or I don't know,
I do.
wine? We have one cask left and we can leave it to you because, as I said, we are indebted to you.
I do have a question for you. Just as a general, you probably
of
don't
course.
know what I want to ask you. Does the name Esmeralda mean anything to you?
Let's see if it does. I'll roll on stream.
How big is the cave of wine?
Who's Esmeralda again?
I've heard the name before, but I don't know from where.
That's unfortunate.
I apologize.
While we're asking questions, we were attacked by a group of werewolves. Do you know anything about that clan or where they come from?
Yes, the werewolves work for Strahd.
Oh, they're directly linked.
Yeah, he basically controls them through a person in power. Their alpha, if you will.
So they just attack people indiscriminately on his behalf?
As long as Strahd allows them to, yes. It doesn't seem like he stops them from doing that. They look around Valakai for, the one-off traveler or groups that they think that they can gain the upper hand on so that they can...
Yeah, they tried that with
Eat.
us twice. Hasn't worked out with them either time.
Well, that is good to hear. I'm glad that you're able to at least defend yourselves against them. They are extremely dangerous for people like us.
I imagine. You don't know where this alpha would be, do you?
No, I know that they're somewhere in the area of Kresk, because Kresk always gets attacked by werewolves, but I don't know exactly where, unfortunately.
Good to know. Thank you.
Do you know anything else about Strahd?
Strahd, well, I know as much as the next. He is the Dreadlord of Barovia, and he basically allows the Vistani to come and go as we wish because of a ancient pact that he made, based off of us, our people, giving him hospitality way before he was even this. As far as information about him, not really. You might have more luck asking some of the elves here. You might even be able to speak with Zack. I missed his name. Casimir, I believe his name is. Yes,
And-
Casimir.
And this Casimir would speak with us?
Well, since you brought back Arabelle, I can walk with you. If you seek any information, I can have him speak with you.
That would be
Consider
much
it another
appreciated.
gift for everything that you've done.
That would be very much appreciated.
Of course, yes. Would you like to go now?
Once everybody is, everything here is done,
Well, of course. Well, I have nothing keeping you here other than wine and food. So just let me know whenever you want to go, and if there's anything that I can do to help in the meantime, let me know. I'm going to spend some time with my daughter.
How big is this keg of wine that he was offering us?
Pretty big. It's a pretty decent size. The same size as any type of wine barrel, like a regular sized barrel.
Can you carry it? Because he was offering it to us. Like,
It's like set up already.
okay.
It's like
he was
on,
offering
like a,
us
not a,
like
like a barrel
glasses.
stand.
I don't know if he was offering us the whole
He was
thing.
offering you the entire keg.
Yeah.
Oh, he was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the entire barrel, because
I already got my
Yeah.
hands full, so I'm not going to be able to.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah, you got a
take
big
it.
old chest. All
Here.
right, so Blaire, you come up and grab some wine.
I'll
That's
tie Bluto's hands when he wakes up, and I'll walk him back that way.
Okay.
If
Back
Blaire's
towards
got
the elves that.
no,
you guys are going?
like when we are leaving. I'm
Gotcha.
just saying, like,
Okay. You're keeping him here until you come back.
no, we're
Oh, you're tying his hands when you leave. Got it.
yes.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
I'm
hog tie
just
the whole
organizing. So Blaire's gonna carry the keg, so we should probably bring that to the tavern.
I'll carry the keg and drag the man.
I want to clarify. He offered you a keg of wine in the sense of
To drink it.
you get priority drinks, not as in like.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't
This
think
keg.
he was telling us to.
Oh, well, that's what
Take
he made it
That's-
seem.
Yeah, no, I understand the Yeah, that's why I
Well,
just wanted to
I'll
clarify. He's
say-
like, here you go.
I mean, hey, if you're okay with it, like, we could use some wine. We are requested to bring some wine back to the village.
We could buy some wine
If
off.
you don't mind.
They're having issues too. See, we were having issues with the Wizards of Wine, the Wizard of Wines. We usually get the shipment from them,
How
but
many damn wizards are out here in this forest?
Wizard of Wines. I don't know how many. Are you talking about?
There's some kind
Another?
of elk wizard out there too.
Oh, the Mad Mage.
How
Yes.
many
yeah.
wizards do you have out here?
I don't know.
We've known of 3.
That is a lot. But
Not of
anyways,
wizards.
go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Me?
Grim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Natural 1.
Nice.
A total of 9,
But-
though. That's like still crazy.
But
That's
but
insane, the guy.
I.
No, we don't need to take an entire camp's
Eh,
wine.
it's
It's
fine.
fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
he says, I appreciate everything you've done, but wine is literally the Vistani blood. So I'm sorry, and especially the fact that we haven't received the shipment in a few weeks. We usually get it at least once a month, but if you wouldn't mind, I was going to send Aragal to check it out, but then obviously Arabelle went missing. They're quite nice folks, the Martikovs. They're damn good at making wine in such a desolate place. But if you end up making your way out there, would you mind bringing us back the shipment by any chance? We would be willing to pay you, of course, the proper price for your services and for the delivery, of course.
Yeah,
you can have
another-
another pick at the wagon.
Yeah. I was gonna say
we can
that.
take the rug.
Yes, you can take the
If we
rug.
get another pick, we'll take the rug.
I don't see why we can't at least look into it.
That's fine. That's all I ask. If you make your way out there, no worries if you don't. I can always send Aragal. But, anyways,
We did. This is me out of character. We did talk to the barmaid, to the
Yeah.
innkeeper.
Danica?
Yeah, about
Danica,
that.
About going to get her wine situation fixed up anyway, so we can kill her.
correct.
This
Yep.
is the same location as
Two
the
birds
question.
with one wine.
I
Same
don't-
location. Yeah.
Oh.
You would imagine that. I mean, he would then explain. There is
Yes.
only one winery. The Wizard of Wines is the sole maker and only delivery place that makes wine. There is no other place in Barovia that has any sort of good earth to create grapes. It's quite astonishing, actually. I went there one time and it was incredible. Against all odds, all of these vines are growing, but yeah, I don't understand. It's a few days travel, so just get yourselves ready if you do end up making your way out.
Duly noted.
Well, if there's nothing else you would need, I can take you out to Casimir's hovel.
All right.
That's
Okay.
good.
That would be great.
So, begin making your way down the hill. Until you come around this hovel, you find 3 hooded figures. Let me see. Yeah, the southernmost point of this hill, you find standing quietly outside in front of this hovel in the warm light of lanterns, these 3 sullen, gray-cloaked figures. Their angular figures are very well-defined, and you see black flowing hair half hidden under their cowls that they wear. One of them looks to each of you and then looks towards Lavash and says, "Greetings. What brings you to Casimir's hovel?" He says, "We are here to talk, get information. We have found Arabelle thanks to these folk, and they were hoping to cash in a bit of a reward for information." And the elf just looks to each of you again, nods, opens the door for you, says, Casimir, we have guests. So you wait a moment until this is a very small hovel. You see past the door, there is no beds, a desk, and I believe a chair. And that is it. It is and then a fireplace. But you see this hooded figure coming out, and he looks to each of you. Lavash, it is good to see you. And who did you bring to me? Lavash says, these people saved Arabelle, and they were hoping to speak with you about a few things. Do you need me here? I'm going to go back to Arabelle. And Casimir looks to each of you and says, no, it is fine. You have fun with your daughter. You all, how can I help you?
I greet him in Elvish and introduce myself.
A person that speaks our tongue. He speaks in Elvish. Very warm to see another person speaking our language. However, and then he switches back to Common. I'd prefer to have everyone being in this conversation. How can I help you?
I was wondering if you may have some information about Strud.
What do you need the information for?
Just very strange things have been happening, and I want to understand them better. So as to make sure that myself and my companions here are safe.
What kind of strange happenings, then?
Well, at first, it just felt like harassment, and then I thought perhaps it was some kind of weird coincidence, but even going to Valakai and being far away from him, he still showed up. And I want to understand this strange obsession. Does he normally kidnap girls or stalk them, or what is his problem? I'm worried that it doesn't matter how far away I get from him, he's not going to leave me alone.
And you want him to leave you alone?
I want him to leave everybody alone. I want everybody in this place to be able to be happy, not force smiles, and not go hungry, and to have some sense of peace.
So your goal is to end this curse?
Yes.
I would like to...
Perfect.
Okay. Just kidding.
That is what I was hoping to hear.
Yes.
So,
if there's something we can do, I would do it.
I hope you can understand the restraint I needed to have in order to speak on these matters.
We must all be cautious. We understand. We've been acting the same way.
Well,
Understood.
the first thing that I notice about you is your red hair. Tell me,
What of it?
have you met any others with red hair?
I've not. My brother, he has blonde hair, and
Yeah, Smart just kind of waves.
I've not met others with red hair, but
See.
what does that have to do with anything?
You may be aware of the idea that people with red hair are more lucky in their lives. Maybe you're not, but it stems from a reason. The reason being that there was once a person with red hair that Strahd was after. The one that Strahd fell for. A woman named Tatiana. She was meant to be betrothed to Strahd's brother, Sergei, but for the wedding, Strahd had killed him, drank his blood, and became the vampire that he is today. That being said, he tried to take her as his own, but before he had his claws in her, she jumped from the castle, down to the river hundreds of feet below Castle Ravenloft. I believe he believes that you are a reincarnation of this woman. For whatever reason. Maybe you are. I myself have never seen another woman with red hair, and the fact that you are here is, well, honestly, a little concerning for myself, but alas.
Perhaps we could use this to our advantage.
I implore you to.
I would do anything to end this curse.
Well, if your goal is to end this curse, you may find answers high in the mountains of Mount Gakis. Through the Salinka Pass, you may find this amber temple that is filled with answers about his weaknesses, about his inflection.
She's writing all this down like furiously.
Affliction.
She's got this notebook just writing it all down.
However, understand that the Amber Temple is extremely dangerous. Many who enter, seeking answers, do not ever return. I doubt you would be ready as you are, no offense. But
None
when you feel
taken.
ready, return here. I am more than willing to travel with you as a guide.
You would go with us?
Of course. There are things that I am hoping to receive out of this trip as well.
That would be wonderful.
Wonderful. What else do you hope to know?
She kind of looks around to the group.
Well,
while we're at it, do you know anything about Strahd's alpha werewolf terrorizing these places?
I do know of the werewolves, but I do not know exactly where they are. Somewhere near Kresk is what the leading theory is. Outside of that, I'm sorry, but I cannot help you.
That's okay. Worth a shot. I think you've been very helpful and given us plenty of a very good lead, at least.
Good. Please, if you do aim to go to the Amber Temple, return here. I am more than willing to go with you.
I appreciate that.
Of course. Well, good day to each of you.
Good day.
Are the Vistani people here, they trustworthy? It seems you're on good terms. They seem like good people.
Yes, they are good people. They have taken to caring for us.
See.
In these desperate times.
Can I actually, now that he's like offered to help and given us all this, can I do an inside check just to make sure he's like
Absolutely.
got the right intentions?
Mm-hmm.
And also I have advantage from this rune that I carved.
Okay.
So
That's cool.
21.
21.
Dude's not gonna like rat us out as soon as he takes us to the temple, right?
No.
Okay.
You see that he deeply hates Strahd. You can see very clearly that he is very, what's the word? Careful, too.
Mm.
He's very careful about this information, so you can tell that he is afraid of Strahd to some degree. He doesn't like him. It seems like he's telling the truth in terms of there is some sort of something in this Amber Temple
Sure.
that could help
I thought
you.
as much. I just wanted to double check while we're
Doesn't
here.
seem like he's going to try and double cross you by any means by giving you to Strahd now.
Oh, might you have any books or anything like that on you which you could share?
That depends. What kind of books are you looking for?
Well, anything really. Enjoy to read, but also research and escape sometimes. I mean, books can be good for many things, and I could bring it back to you once we come to fetch you for the Amber Temple.
Is there a trade that we can do? I can give you a book of mine for a book of yours.
Sure. Jonny, what kind of books would I have? I know I'm a nerd,
What kind of
We
books
didn't-
would you have?
but we didn't really discuss specific book names.
But Johannes,
But she's she's yeah.
Johannes is gonna present a book of lore from where he's from. Because he has one of those. He's just gonna say, "This is from beyond the fog, or the mist."
Interesting. Well, he takes a look at it. Book of Law, then? For Book of Law.
That's all this says. It's the background
Yeah.
thing. So I don't know.
Sure, we'll say that it's like it has its own title, but we're not going to get into it.
Sure.
But you have like a book
It's-
that has
it's-
information in it.
It's called Two Beholders, One Wizard. There you
Sure,
go.
sounds good. All right. So you take that and he looks at. Huh. I've never heard of this one.
It's a good one.
I'll be right back. And he enters back into his hovel. And he brings out a book. And he says, "This one is as close to a historical account as any. It
Historical?
speaks of Barovia before he came. So hopefully this can give you some sort of insight in the lands."
Wow, I thank you so much.
Of course. As I said, it is a trade for a trade. I've already read that book many times. So I hope it brings you some sort of aid.
Yes. She looks to Johans and she has this look on her face of thank you so much. Oh my God. She's just thank you.
You
He looks
hear
to
a
you,
whisper in the back of
Johans.
your head, and he just goes, "It's okay, I want to read it too."
He looks to you, Johans, and he looks down to your spell book. He says, a practicer of the arcane arts. Are you in need of paper? Or any other arcane
I mean,
necessities?
it could benefit me a little bit.
Sure.
Yes.
Of course, it would have a price to it, but how much would you
that's
need?
I just rattle the chest.
Realistically speaking, I take as much as you have, but it's specifically the amount that is reasonable to take would be the information I'm going to tell you as soon as this notepad opens. I have 16 gold pieces, so
You also just got 650, which
Yeah, dude,
out
we're
of
s-
5 of you,
We're stacked.
whatever.
I'll say just enough to get 100 gold.
Well, Ismark would take a cut too. So
Oh, but he
So you have
it's
about
also
100
he would give
Always
you
made
some
money.
gold too. Yeah. Well, I mean, he would
He
actually
owes
give
you money.
Each of you, he would give you all his share. Never mind. He wouldn't
have
take
at
any.
least
So
100
yes,
gold.
650.
So it's 650.
650 divided by, well, say 5
Which
because I
is-
don't
So
want
it's-
Momo to
so
not
it's
have any gold.
110,
I'll
130.
130.
130.
That's what I
I'll
meant.
And then
just-
plus your 16, so 146. Almost 150.
I'll spend all of it. I'll just give him my
All of it.
entire share for gold, paper, and ink.
So,
It's yes, I would have
he
a lot of
since you're
paper.
buying a good amount, he is going to give you a small discount so that you can get a straight 150. He will bring out a small stack of paper, which is surprising. You would have thought for 150 gold pieces, a large stack of paper, but he brings out a stack of maybe 6. And he says, "This will get the job done. If you ever need any more, of course, come back and we can speak of traveling to the Amber Temple."
Thank you. This is going to be
Of
very
course.
helpful.
Thank you so
Glad
much.
to hear it. Mm-hmm. Well, good day to each of you, and good luck. And he turns around and he goes back inside of the hovel. The guard elf takes the door, closes it, and he just stands there talking to the other 3, basically ignoring you, but kind of like,
Yeah.
fuck off.
That's fair. Yeah.
Ireena, like, as they're walking back, Ireena, like quietly down to Johan. She's like, "Don't worry about food and anything. I'll make sure you're taken care of."
It's okay. I have an owl. She can hunt.
Johan,
Get little mice.
It's fine.
Or small dogs and cats as well.
Just Snow Owl picking up a fucking dog.
The population of pets around Johans is going to decrease if he doesn't have any money. So
Actually,
man.
Actually,
So-
bird knowledge.
So, you all finish up at this little hovel. I assume that you return back to the tent?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you all taking off? Or would you like to?
I want to
coat
go
and
back
my-
and get Bluto.
Okay. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, that fucker.
And more
Got to-
importantly, my coat and my scarf.
And more importantly,
It's getting
Sure.
cold.
So, you all return back to the tent, and you find that over this hour-ish that you've been here,
Is it still
you
daytime?
see, it's about noon at this point.
Okay, cool.
okay, we got
Over the
plenty of
course
time.
of this past hour, you see that there are many Vistani at the camp now. You see a celebration is being had, and as you were getting out of the hovel, you begin to hear the sound of music coming from the Vistani camp.
Nice.
There we go. Throw that in there. Begin to hear music coming from the Vistani tent, and you see stories are being told by people far off lands, and then you begin to hear, or you see the horse trotting back up the trail, and you see that Argal has come back. And as you enter the tent, he enters as well, and he says, "Now we celebrate. Everyone is here." And you see him beelining it to the big cask of wine. So, you all enter, and you see that Argal comes to each of you and thanks you with a handshake with one hand while holding wine in the other, while also drinking and just
Hell yeah.
thanking each of you.
Party mode.
Is there anything
yeah.
that you would like to do, or would you like to just gather Bluto and head back to town?
Did they already?
Obviously, and then scarf and jacket. You're able to get that now that she's next to the fire. It's a little damp, but you stand near the fire for a little bit and it's good to go. Actually, you have prestidigitation, so it doesn't even fucking matter.
Did they do anything to Bluto, or like they're
no.
like prison is
Nope.
good enough?
He's
That's fine.
still super unconscious, just on the edge of the tent, and everybody's kind of spit on him at this point, but that's about it. As you do.
Do you want to give him a scare before we go?
Yeah. I set him back onto his knees, and then I use my last use of my healing light just to wake him up. But waiting at just the right moment for them to be in his face.
Oh, I love it. I want somebody to roll an intimidation check with a, fuck this. No, I want it to happen. I don't give a fuck. So
I
you
yank his head
heal
back
him.
as I heal him.
Yeah. You heal him, and he goes, and he looks up to see everybody. And I imagine that you're feeding into the Vistani. You're like, hey, all the Vistani are just there looking at him with swords drawn and just scaring the fucking shit. Grim, do a perception check.
The music stopped very dramatically. I love that.
9. I'm gonna use my last use of knowledge on that.
Okay.
So 11.
11. That's, the DC was 10.
Okay.
It wasn't hard. As you're holding his head back, you hear he literally shits himself from just being extremely afraid. You see a pool of urine under him.
I'm
He
not
is
carrying him
fucking
anymore.
afraid.
Oh, he can walk back. He
He's
doesn't
awake.
need to be
And
carried.
as you hold him up,
I wasn't
he's
gonna
just
carry him.
immediately brought to tears. And he's like, no, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, no. And then Lavash comes up and he looks at him dead in the face and he says, you're lucky that these people are the ones that saved you. Because you know what us Vistani would have done? He's like, what? We would have cut you to a million different pieces, and we would have fed you to our horses so that you would become the dung that they poop out of their asses, because that's what you are. You're just a fucking piece of shit. And he
All
slaps
right,
him
all
in the
right,
face,
all
and then
right.
walks away.
I couldn't have put it
I don't
better.
disagree with you, but this all started
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
has racist ideas of what you people are. So
Very poetic. Very
Good.
poetic. The Vistani are very poetic.
I want to lean over to Katya and be like, do horses eat meat?
I don't think
Actually,
so.
actually.
Do
They
they?
might in Barovia. Who knows?
Actually-
This wacky
They have
town.
fangs. Well, and he slaps him in the face, and you say that, and he turns around, he stops, he's like, I'm just kidding. But I fucking hate the shit out of you. You are an asshole. I'm not kidding about that. Alright, you can take him.
Very eloquent.
So, you all begin to make your way back to town?
yes,
Alright. That is where we're gonna end tonight's session, as
Nice.
the party makes their way back to town, going through the forest once again after killing the werewolf, so there shouldn't be any threats, right?
I imagine we have like
Yeah, you
his
say
hands
that.
tied. I imagine we have like his hands tied.
Yeah.
And
Oh, both
like
of
Yeah,
them.
that's what Ryan was saying earlier.
probably
Is that he
his
was
like
gonna
feet tied even so
No.
he can't like so
No.
he can walk.
We
Like,
need
he
just
can
hopping,
walk,
just
but,
hopping.
Like,
no, that'd make us
No,
go
no.
so slow.
like he can walk, but
True.
like
No,
you know.
we have him like on
Not
a
run.
leash. He's like a kitty
Yeah,
backpack
I
kind
love
of
it.
thing.
I love
oh
it.
yeah.
So, thank you everybody for joining
smell.
us today. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed the content, and if you are watching a recording, please like and subscribe and all that good stuff on YouTube. If you're listening to the podcast, please leave us a review. And again, Spotify, it has stars. That's one of our most listened to place. Go top left. It's right
give
there.
us a lot of them.
Give us all.
If you like it.
If you like it, of
Why
course.
why
Give us
wouldn't
all.
you? I mean,
Of
really.
course, right? Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
pfft. But anyways, follow us on social media. There's gonna be links in the chat, links in the episode description, and again, thank you all so much for being here. So make sure to level up, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.